Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, I wholeheartedly welcome you to Eat to Live Strong. Today is Saturday, January 29th, 2022, and this is day 27 of Multiple Sclerosis, my daily diary. This is uncut raw footage, which means I do not edit the videos. It is all coming from the heart. You get to see my interaction on camera and how I live with multiple sclerosis. If I am saying something, I may forget the word, the term. I can't think of a word. I slur sometimes um, the words. I have slurred speech. Sometimes again I will forget things, and whatever it is, I say what I say, and I do not remove it, so it stays within the video. So sometimes you may catch me doing a cooking video and I may forget to put something in or forget what something is, or you see how my life is with multiple sclerosis, and I appreciate you hanging in here with me. So for the sake of time, I'm going to jump right in because I'm trying to keep the videos 10 minutes or less. May get a little over, but these next couple of videos are going to be it'll be step by step because it was so much involved with the next set of appointments that was leading up to my multiple sclerosis. Speaking of, some people have called me and said, "What do you mean you lost your vision?" So guys, if you're looking at this is my life living with multiple sclerosis from day one, from when I finally got diagnosed all the way up to today. Now, I have done videos such as this before in the past, a daily diary, back when I first started my YouTube channel. So, okay, so let's get right into it. It is, of course, Saturday morning, but last night was a okay night. It was cold. The wind was howling like a pro. My house, the windows were like, you can hear a wind blowing, and then my mom and everyone was like, "Is it snowing over there? Is it snowing? We're getting snow here. We're getting snow here." I said, "I am not even going out the door because we've been faked twice now in Georgia with the snow. So I'm not getting my hopes up." So we did get snow last night, and it was really, really cold. In fact, I don't turn my heat on in my house. Yeah, I turned it on last night because it was in like the low 20s. So it was pretty cold. It's toasty. So anyway, I know my alarm went off at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for me to go to bed. I pre-prepped for the bird, water, food, cleaning out her cage, making sure she's warm and all that good stuff. And I headed upstairs about 1 o'clock this morning, but I was not tired. So I went ahead and went up at 1 o'clock. And then when I got up there, the family is like living, being faithful to my new techniques with the phones being put away and the lights turned off and no TV and all this other good stuff. But when I got upstairs and got in the room, I was like, I'm not tired. So what I would do would interrupt them because I would be twitching and fumbling and just not ready to go to sleep. So I got out of the bed and I went back downstairs. I did not go to the sunroom because the bird was already ready in bed, per se, her bed. And so I went down into my office and I caught up on some work, some paperwork and insurance stuff. And after I finished that, about 2:45-ish, I was like, meaning I was getting tired. So I said, well, I guess it's time for me to cut the lights off and go upstairs. So I came up to bed at 2:40, about 2:50 this morning. And I got in the bed, and the wind was just hitting the windows. I don't know how you can describe it, but you can hear the friction from the wind hitting against the screens and the windows and things like that. So anyway, I finally went off to sleep, and I would say it was probably about 3 a.m., 3:15-ish or whatever. I don't know the exact time because this time I did not turn the clock over, the remote control over. So I'm going to safely say it was probably about 3:15 that I went off to sleep. And I got up probably about 5:30 because I could tell the temperature was changing. It was dropping. It was getting colder in the house. So I went to change the setting. I went to my phone to change the setting to turn the heat. I guess that's up. Turn the heat up in the house. And I went and checked in on the bird to make sure she was still nice and toasty. So then I got back into bed and went back off to sleep. And guess what, guys? That was the only time I got up. And I went right back off to sleep. And it is now 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday morning. So that means I got 5 hours of sleep. 5 hours of sleep, guys. So anyway, yes, you know the routine. I got up, showered, did my, my whoop-de-whoop so I can get ready to get out of the house for today. And yes, I ate breakfast. It's up there somewhere. So I had my breakfast. So let's get right into it. So yesterday, I left you guys with another cliffhanger talking about my visit to the ophthalmologist. And with that being said, I promised you that I would tell you what became of that appointment. So I'm going to tell you a few things. I'm going to tell you what I was diagnosed with when I went to the ophthalmologist, but this actual appointment ended up with several other appointments because remember, we're weeding out something, right? So I went to the appointment and they did a series of tests, dilating the eyes, looking at the pupil and all that other stuff. And then they did this one cool exam that was like, remember that game Asteroids? Okay, so yeah, if you were back in the 80s, Atari and all that, Asteroids or whatever. And it was like stuff was coming at me like shoo, 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 shoo. And then I had to raise my hand wherever I saw the darts or whatever. It was like what is it called? Like stars or something that's like shooting at me, and I had to raise my hand to see where it's coming from, and it was really cool. I actually laughed at the exam, but she did that one, and I forgot the name of that one, but I'm going to tell you that one, and I'll put it in the description box. Then they did they checked for macular edema, which that is, it's affiliated with the retina. And that's if you get swelling or fluid buildup on the eye, it causes you to have distorted vision because the macular edema is the sharpness and the straight of the eye of your vision. So they checked that, and then the last thing she checked was something else came up. But anyway, through the test, she was able to tell that I had what they call optic neuritis. Let's see, I didn't say that right. Optic neuritis. So, neuritis. So that's what I had. And that is something that's known big with people that have multiple sclerosis. And you do have temporary loss of vision. So when she did the diagnosis, she said, I want to, again, weed out multiple sclerosis. She said, but I'm almost 99% sure that you have MS. She said, but with me saying that, that's because number one, your age, and then all the symptoms on the checklist. I had every last one of them but one, and that's another story. So she said, so I'm going to go ahead and get you ready for some other appointments, and I will check with you tomorrow once I look at all of your results here today. So I left her office. It was about a 3-hour test, and we left the office. It was late one night. It was about not late, but it was like 8 o'clock. We were headed home. We stopped off to get a bite to eat, and we were headed home. And then my phone rang, and I said, wow, that's the doctor's office calling. They're still there. So I answered the phone, and she said, where are you at now? And I said, I am turning into my subdivision. She said, I need you to get to the emergency room now. I was like, what? What's wrong? I'm nervous. She says, just go to the emergency room. When you get there, let them know that Dr. Bloop sent you here, and they'll have your stuff ready for you when you get there. So, man, my heart is like racing. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? So I get there, and they take me into this room. My husband's there with me, and they're like taking my arms, and they, putting the alcohol and stuff on it, and then they're getting ready to put go intravenous. And I'm like, what's going on? And she says, the doctor has ordered steroids for you. I was like, steroids, really? And she said, yeah. She said, so you have to sit here and let the steroids, get into your system. And I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there, and it took maybe about an hour for the steroids to empty. And I'm sitting there like, why is this going on? Why are they asking me to do this? So I got finished, and it was almost like she had a timer on when I walked in and when I left, because mind you, this is 8 o'clock at night. She's already home, and she calls me. When I get back in the car, she calls me. She says, okay, so I just wanted to explain to you what I was doing. I couldn't explain it to you when I was talking to you because I was in my car headed home. And she said, because you lost your vision, and what we're speculating is MS, the steroids will help you get your vision back. And voila, I received my vision back in my left eye. This is my left eye. You're looking at me on the right. And then my right eye was still kind of weak. And she says, okay, so we got some other tests to run for you, but just give the steroids time to get into your system and you should be fine. So hallelujah, praise God. My vision came back. So what she did tell me again that I had optic neuritis. So that was what my diagnosis was for this particular visit. So guys, I need you to make sure you come back tomorrow because I will tell you the next set of procedures, the next procedure that was done, and how we weeded out all the other possibilities of what I had. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you click the notification bell so that you can be notified of all my videos when they're uploaded. I want to thank you so very much for joining me today. And as I always say, love you long time. See you next time. Bye now. I have MS, but MS don't have me. I walk the walk and I am blessed. I walk the walk and I am blessed. Bye guys. See ya.